Okay, we're live from Port Huron, Michigan. It's Paul Murray and friends, and we're here, guys. And AZ, where are you? Come
You're betting on it.
Oh yeah, AZ tonight. Gonna probably cost me a fortune if you don't show up there, JZ.
You're betting on AZ, are you?
Yeah, oh yeah. Ah yeah, AZ tonight. He ain't gonna disappoint me tonight.
There he is.
Hey, I told you he wasn't gonna disappoint me tonight. Yeah.
Yes, sir. AZ is there.
Yeah, you make me happy there, AZ.
You might ask him if he knows of anybody that's got a really lightly used one for sale in the States.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because David's got his thumb on the market.
Yeah, well, but you know, the thing is, if I have problems with it and then try to ship it back to the States and all that shit, I like to just have it all done here in Canada. So much easier. That's my big thing, but I don't know. They let me see, go to what do they got under pre-owned? Anything there? Guy Rangers, Agris, Accessories, Phantom Series, pre-owned. You got anything new in there? We got a Phantom 4. Just a Phantom 4 certified pre-owned, 750. I want to go back. Looking, I seen something caught my eye. Oh no. You bastards, eh? Hey, Paul, look at this. Autel Robotics Evo 2 Pro V2 6K, okay? $2,409 Canadian. Click on it. Oh, the price went to $2,809.
That's the rugged bundle.
They can't even freaking.
But that doesn't have the smart controller.
No, I know, no, but I'm saying the price jumped on that thing. It was like $2,400 for the rugged bundle the other day, but now they jacked the price up.
Well, if you could buy it for $2,800, you'd be in the ballpark by the time you bought the smart controller. But
oh, I'm still playing around there, AZ, about an Autel.
Yeah, he wants an Autel. He's trying to figure out everybody is willing to sell him one, but they don't have one. They said that they'd have to order 6 to 8 weeks to get it, you know.
Well, Dr. Drone went on there. Yeah, you can get one. All right. They sent me an email. Yeah, over 6 to 8 weeks for it to be shipped to Canada. Probably shipped to them first and then to me. But they had the Enterprise one with the smart controller. But nobody in Canada who's got a smart controller one. Nobody. And now I'm kind of wondering, this Autel Robotics, the Evo 2 Pro in Toronto, I wonder if they've even got it in stock. I bet you they don't even have it in stock because I didn't ask them if they had. It doesn't say. It just says add to cart and buy it, you know. And then you got on here, please place pre-order, estimated third week of February, but that was up last year. I just don't think they're updating their websites. I really don't think they're doing it. I think they're running it so piss poor. And it looked like a fairly decent company when it first started out. They were doing really good. But I'm just disappointed, that's all. I've had more disappointments than this in life, so. Oh, look at this, Paul. Just just come up on the news for London here.
Oh, is it about that goofball thing?
No, drones in airports can mix. Fanshawe College students use technology to monitor the airport runway. That's here in London, eh? Yeah.
Huh.
It's a nearly 2 kilometer stretch of runway close to London International Airport Tuesday morning. Students were using drones in partnership with Leo to inspect the runway. Huh. Well, that's kind of cool. Because see, that's a Class C airport, eh? Got a control tower and everything. Huh. Well, it looks like they were using that new one, like Dre's got. Huh. Oh well. Yeah. Well, it's kind of cool, actually. Hey, Judy. And Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
Hey,
And
Lynn.
Miss Russell. Russell said nobody has the Altel SC in stock. I back ordered it, or back ordered 2. It also comes with a package, but I can't afford $9,000 this month. Neither can I, but anyways. Maybe that's not the way to go. It just the way things are going with Altel right now. It's just that I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder about it. I thought I was kind of all hot and bothered about getting one because all the geofencing and stuff, and been some stuff out there with the Altel that just okay, maybe I'll go that route. I don't know. Hey.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Mm-mm. If you're in the business of selling drones, how come you don't have drones up there ready? Oh, comes another ship, Paul, coming through.
Yep. I think that's the Buffalo, the American Buffalo, I think.
In traffic. Algoma Buffalo. And what else is coming up around there? The G3 Marquis is coming, heading northbound, Paul.
Upbound?
Yeah. Yep. It just, coming up there by.
I figures it just clouded up again there, Paul. Huh.
Oh, yeah, did it ever, eh? What a change. Okay, nothing coming down at all there, Paul. Oh, way up by Mackinac, there's Arthur Anderson and Lee Togertha. But there'll be midnight ones going through.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Drone Chats, how you doing? Russell? Yeah, nobody. He says nobody's got. Well, let me do something here. Let's go to Amazon. What is it you want, Paul? It's the Autel what?
Evo 2 Pro 6K. But even the Enterprise one, it's the same, but it comes with a smart controller.
Okay, results. I'm going to screen share.
Is that an Amazon?
That's Amazon.
2250.
Now I'll get that chintzy S controller.
Yeah. No.
This is the
Evo.
Evo Light Plus. That's got the controller like I'm using now.
Yeah. But see, you'd always have to put in Enterprise to see if it would
Okay,
pop
we
up.
can do that.
Right there, Paul. Hang on. Go back to where you were. Down, 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 down. One more. Keep going. A little more. A little more. Right. No, that's not that one. Down a little bit further. There was one there. I thought I seen that.
Right there.
Right.
Look at.
Oh no, that's the 640.
Yeah, that's the one with the dual camera.
Yeah. 640. Oh no. Okay.
There's the rugged. There's the rugged.
The Pro Rugged bundle, you guys get 3 batteries. Here in Canada, you only get 2.
Well, let me put Enterprise up at the top and see what we get.
Yeah. There you go.
Come on.
There you go. Okay, but that's a 640T. Just go down a little. Okay.
That's
What rate?
the one we looked at.
25. Okay,
Here's
so
one.
there, they got them in stock.
Look at there.
Stock.
Free Prime by Saturday.
Oh. Yeah.
That's not a bad price compared to the others.
Well, yeah, because that comes with a smart control and everything. So
Yeah. Yep. And it's in stock.
Yeah.
Saturday the 24th.
Okay, I'm just curious here now. Watch. Well, Amazon.ca.
Russell says B&H Photo.
Oh, how's that possible?
What's that?
Okay, right here, I'll show you the Canadian version. Okay, but this is the one, the dual camera. Okay.
Yep.
Pro Enterprise Eagle 2 dual camera, thermal imaging sensor for 8360 avoids no price. Okay. Let's see all buying options.
24,000. Holy crap-a-roo.
Yes. Out of Toronto.
Holy crap. I kind of like Plan B, Paul, where
Good.
you just ship it here.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just funny. They want
$24,000.
Probably a scam.
I
Anyway.
bet David fell off on the floor when he read that.
Yeah. And he thought $9,000 was too much.
Yeah.
Russell says the Smart Control V2 is going to work with the Light Plus after a firmware change. I don't know. Go to dronepilot.com. Oh, AdventureX. Yeah, I looked at that too. Laura said, buy me 10 of them.
Laura. She's too funny.
Oh, well, that dead in the water.
Jim
Okay.
Jackson, Paul, and everyone in the chat. Howdy, driving and listening. Can't type any more while driving.
Oh,
He must have got pulled over.
probably too windy, curvy of a road.
Well, that too.
Come on, get to work, Tim, you lazy bugger. And we can call him all kinds of names. You can't respond. Yeah.
It's an Evo Pro. What the hell?
Evo 2 Pro 6K.
Evo 2 Pro 6K. And it's the Enterprise, right?
Yep, Enterprise.
In stock, 4250 at B&H Photo.
Well, I can order right from Hotel. $3,825 right directly from Hotel.
Wow, that'd save you $450.
Yeah. And I don't know if they ship to Canada. Imagine. I don't know.
Well, you could always order it, Paul, and see if they ship it to you. If they don't, they'll let you know.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Doing both. Yeah, look how dark it turned out there, Paul. It was
Really?
sunny.
Yeah. Just send them a letter out to Hotel.
There you go.
You ship to Canada. And what's involved? Hey, he said, give me the money, I'll buy it for you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just went there. Just send him an email. I'm just curious. Boo, da, da, ba, ba. Okay. I'll try something here.
thing of it is, I think if you order it from Autel, they don't charge taxes, I don't think, Paul.
Yeah, but they will across the border, but unless I ship to you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I just looking here something.
Well, the hurricane's building steam and looks like it's headed for the Gulf.
Oh, here comes another ship, Paul. Oh, that's that one, yeah. The upbound one I was just saying.
At the G3 Marquee.
The G3. That's it.
Oh, tracking the storms, and it looks like you're right, Paul. Looks like it's going to go just south of me.
I think it's just going to sneak just underneath you, Paul. I wouldn't want to be, down below you about 10 miles, but
Because there's another bunch coming projected, so I don't know where it's going to go. But it's following the same track, but it might be a little bit further east.
Oh, do.
Here's an interesting thing. It just came up on my news, popped up. New world record set for the farthest long range rifle shot. Guess how many miles?
4 miles?
4.4 miles.
Oh, yeah.
4.4 miles. Wow. I don't know how the hell you'd measure that because of the curvature of the earth. The thing had got to be going up. Huh. Although I think you could probably be on a mountain and aim at a target 4.4 miles away.
Yeah. That's a long ways away, Paul.
Sure is. That'd have to make you wonder, that distance when it got there, is it just kind of like floating, or it does it have a pack? Does it pack a punch, or? What's little Ahmed Laura saying? Paul H., I got you, sis. the paper from tell your sister
Okay.
that she got the funeral paper. Okay.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was trying to figure out what you were saying, Laura.
Laura, do you need some cash that way to send it this here to here?
Russell says the horizon is 10 miles away.
You can find the horizon, but if you go to the horizon, doesn't the horizon move? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, by the time it got there.
Yes. I still get a kick out of this picture. I got it as a screensaver right now, Paul. But this is that funeral in England.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
all the Mounties here. The Canadians leading the way. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah.
JE said Laura will use her carrier pigeon. Paul.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Justin is in the chat.
I can PayPal or whatever you want there, Laura. Not a big deal.
Whatever works.
If you want, just send me a message on Messenger or whatever you want. Keep people out of it. Anyway. Oh, I think I gotta go in for a haircut. My hair is all starting to stick out all everywhere. I used to have somebody here cut my hair all the time, but she's not here anymore.
I go in and just wing it. I got one of those
Oh yeah.
cutters, and the back of my head probably is a mess, but that's why God put my eyes on the front of my face so that I don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to see that, Gary. Yeah, but I'm looking at the camera right here. I can see myself. Yeah. Yeah, get my wings out here again. Okay. Yep. Okay, they're I know what you meant, Laura. You might be better off to send it to me because she's going to be in Holland October the 8th, I think it is. I wonder maybe it'd be cheaper just to send it to her friend in Holland than trying to ship it international.
I don't know how that all works.
I don't know, Laura. What do you think about that? Just ship it to Holland instead of to Canada. I don't know. It's up to you. I can get the address in Holland. It's not a big deal because they're all good, real good friends of hers. So, yeah. Oh, Justin said a blue ass out the hotel window, blow the hurricane off its course.
JD, did you order one of those little race cars you were talking about? That was you that was talking about that, wasn't it?
You missed a good one, Paul.
What's that?
Went to open the back door and there's a squirrel down at the bottom of the steps and Gracie seen it. I quickly opened the door. She just flew out there, but that goddamn squirrel was long gone. Oh, Paige Thurl, he was gone up over the fence and gone.
Lynn,
God,
he is so used to my squirrels that she'll lay out on the back steps and the squirrels will walk right in front of her.
oh yeah. not mine. The funny thing, I was holding the door open. Next thing you know, I could hear these other footprints going. Oh, Peter, he's on his way out the door too. He heard Gracie starting to holler. He just, okay, something on you. God, it's funnier and shit. Oh, I wonder if I can save this or share it. A friend of mine sent me a text message today. Trish did. It was a small video, which he sent it to me on Messenger, I think. Maybe I can bring it up here in the computer.
You can pull it up on the computer, yeah. It's on Messenger.
Okay, go to Facebook. Gotta go up to Messenger, see if Trish sent me it. What the hell? It's not coming up. There we go. No, 3. No, Steve Carpenter. Dre. Okay. No, John Carroll, Lynn, Greg, Diane. Trish, what hell? Oh, maybe she sent it as a text message. Oh, yeah, it was sent as a text message. So, okay. I have a hard time opening it. Okay, so I want more. I want to just share. HOUN.
I just heard some thunder, Paul.
Did you? Okay. Now went to my email. No, that was cute there or something. Whoever did that one. Oh, no, that's not it. Let's go here. See if it comes across. No, it's up to date. Maybe. So let's try this again. I want to share it to. Okay.
Must be a hell of a thunderstorm because according to the radar, it's got to be 20, 25 miles to the southwest of me.
Okay, so I'm going to go up to date. It's not coming up. I said it to myself. Okay.
JDS says he's first.
Oh, JDS, Mr. First. Okay, everybody, turn their heads away. If you cannot handle this, please, okay? This is Ron's hunt for his customer.
Oh.
So Ron just sent this to me, so.
Oh, bow and arrow hunting, huh?
Yeah, compound bow, right? Yeah. Oh, that's a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 8-pointer. Cool. I just sent my address to Laura here, so.
Justin said he thought maybe you were going to show your transition photos, Paul.
Yeah, really, eh? Oops, hit the wrong button. Okay, so this has got to be capital L. Okay, and okay. Now, if I just Photoshop that, can I put my face in there, Paul? That picture?
I don't know. I'm not that technical.
Yeah, deer hunting was successful last night. My scouting for 3 days paid off. Hunter pretty happy with this one. I said to Ron, I said, can I Photoshop my face in there?
Sounds like they're still out in the field.
Yeah, I don't know where he is right now.
He says, missed a nice antelope this morning. We're still at it.
Oh, okay.
Wayne B says, Paul, were you a shop teacher for a day or what? Boy, that thunder is just rattling out there, but it's not. I want to show you what's on the radar, and it's not. It shouldn't be thundering here.
What if it transferred over? Where do you want to go? iCloud photos. Okay, not there.
You see, that's going right south of me.
Ah?
See how it's going south of me?
Yeah, just going south of you,
but it's rattling out there. The ground is like
yeah, but you go south of me too, Paul. Yeah. Yeah, did you see the pictures of Justin there? Yeah. Look like starting to dissipate there a bit, Paul. Dude, it comes down.
Yeah, they're following the same track. Just going right down there.
Yeah, that was the one, JD. They're trying to polish wood. Shop teacher. Yeah. Okay, see if I can trying to find that picture, video on my phone. Usually it downloads to my phone, to the computer. I just have to find out where it went.
It's been all over the news here. You're talking about that shop teacher picture?
Yeah, that shop teacher picture. Yeah. I got to go through these pictures and get rid of some. Oh, didn't realize I had that many pictures on here. Whoa, Trying to see some recent ones that go from there.
There it goes again. It's definitely southwest of me. Rattle, rattle, rattle.
Yeah. That was a recent picture. But Trish sent me a video, but I don't know if it would load on here or not.
It's hard to believe this is happening, but we're sad to tell you it's not just happening in Canada. You see versions of it everywhere, including in this country. And to be clear, what this is, children being.
Okay, let me, I'm gonna screen share it and I'll give you a little bit of it. Screen share. Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Used as props in the sexual fantasies of adults. Children being used as props in the sexual fantasies of adults. Are you okay with that? Is any normal person okay with that? It's completely wrong. It's utterly outside the bounds of what's acceptable. It's not a close call.
Can you hear it all right, Paul?
And yet suddenly teachers, licensed teachers, are bragging about it on social media.
I have had multiple students come out to me, not just with their sexuality, but also with their gender identity. It's one of the reasons I think it's so important to be out and loud and proud.
I teach my elementary school students about gender identity. Some people are girls, some are boys, some are both, some are neither.
I might tell this kid, we do have a flag in the class that you can pledge your allegiance to. And he looks around and he goes, oh, that one?
The gay pride flag.
So
Yeah, but
again,
also
if you
the other
were
way,
walking
right?
through the park with your
Now
kids,
this is
and
little
a stranger
kids being
came up and
entertained
started
by
talking
teachers.
to them, say to your
Oh yeah, by
fifth grader,
drag queens.
your 5-year-old, or even your 14-year-old, about sex, what would you do? Well, you would call the police, of course. That's not allowed. It's a crime because they're children. But teachers are allowed to do it and then to brag about it. It's hard to believe this is happening, but
Hey, Steve Carpenter, how good welcome. Yeah, Steve said, yeah, you watched Tucker last night. Steve, that's about 60, 70 miles from my place here, but that took place.
Yeah, it's right.
About an hour from my house, a little more.
Hour to London, right?
Yeah, wow. Now, it was over by Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton, okay.
Oh, closer to Toronto, but yeah.
Yep, Ron, you're right. They should be excommunicated and then eliminated.
Yeah.
But that's the world. That's the scary part. Paul and I, as we're getting older, I keep saying, and I've said this to Lynn, and Lynn said it to me, I'm glad I'm not going to be around in 10 or 15 years to see what the hell this is all going to play out to be.
Yeah, man. It's just, where's this world going?
Yep.
And they don't want to say nothing to them because it might offend them. It offends me,
Yep.
but that's okay because I'm a white guy. You're okay. You can be offended. Yeah.
Yep. Steve Carpenter, how you doing, buddy?
Anyways,
Yeah.
you're right, JD. You're right.
As the world turns, it gets more screwed more into the ground every day.
But the only thing, JD, is you've got to put a stop to this shit.
Well, the thing of it is, JD, I understand what you're saying, and we can do that as adults. But can you imagine a 5 or 6 or 7-year-old being that in front of them and no mommy or daddy there to take the heat off and say, no, you don't have to. That's not,
Yeah.
they're being inundated into that. And they're not mature enough to say, that's it. Because at that age, I remember in grade school, the teachers were like, we were told you do everything they say because they're like gods, Yeah, I know that the school board should be recalled. The administration should be terminated. I mean, there's all kinds of things that should be done in a normal world, but we're not, Steve, we're not living in normal times.
Oh, look at that. The Democrats vote down Hunter Biden probe. Surprise!
Ron says, you can bring those people to Wyoming. We've got a lot of room to bury bodies here. And the thing of it is the news media hypes it up. They just keep hyping it. I don't get that. It's time to pick some peanuts. My little buddies are looking at me in the window.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, really there are, Ron. Yep, not a problem. Yeah. Yep. I wonder how much they learn in shop classes with those things staring at you. Anyways. Or some guy, in a wood shop class there, fucking running the saw going, oops, there goes my arm.
Tradition of legacy, for many Latin-based organizations are relatively new, starting just decades ago. So these students really have an opportunity to create culture.
Oh, well. Yeah, where's Justin? I need someone to pitch my nuts at. I think he's in there someplace. He was, so I don't know. Everybody talking about that hurricane when it hit Puerto Rico, but they said, I was just watching another guy called Ryan Hall, and they figured this one here is just going to go up what they call, it's going to be a fishy one or something. It's just going to go straight up the Atlantic, but it's going to hit probably Newfoundland, but eventually, or Nova Scotia is a tropical storm, but there's another one coming they're really concerned about. This one they figured is going to hit Florida, so it'll go across all the Caribbean, the Bahamas, like Cuba, and up into the Gulf.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, Steve, how's it going?
Hey, Steve.
Good. Hello, Paul.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark out there to the west, Paul Hodges, and it's thundering.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. Sunny. Nice breeze.
You're getting it there. I wonder if I'll get it, but it says that it's going to stay to the south, but it's not even showing that close to you. Hey, Garth.
No, it isn't.
How you doing?
Hello,
Hey,
Garth.
right here, Paul, like my radar shows it's like, like
Yeah,
30.
it's west of me and southwest of me. Yeah, mine does too.
Not even showing that close to you. Air and thunder.
How you doing?
Good.
Garth, you might have to mute your YouTube channel.
Right here, Paul, like
because otherwise you're getting feedback because there's the delay in the transmission. And southwest of me.
Just mute it. Just silence the microphone or the speaker. Yeah, that's it. Just on YouTube. That way you still got the chat. You can see the chat. Or you can do a pop-out chat, one or the other, and close down the other. But
Both Pauls, have you seen the other videos where it actually shows him using the cutoff saw? And he's got to lean way forward so his prosthetics don't get in the way and the hair is hanging down. If that was in the United States, OSHA would be in there quick.
Oh, well, it should be even here, like, Workman's Compensation Board.
And then he's trying to operate and pull the trigger on the saw. If that's a teacher, you don't even know how to use the saw that you have in front of you. So prior to your stuffing your chest up, that it's ridiculous.
You see that? What you do is trying to send a part of the Queen over here or what, Laura? Laura's just saying there, Paul. I was just reading what isn't prohibited to send in the mail. It said dead bodies. Who in the hell is trying to send a body in the mail? Look at both of them. I'm going to send a part of the Queen to you, too.
Hey, Garth, you got it figured out, buddy?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you fine.
Yep.
And no more echo. It sounds like you shut down the YouTube volume.
Yep, that sounds great. That part. Yep.
You're doing good. But yeah, what I always do is I just go over and click the no volume on the YouTube channel.
So you're
Take
Garth.
the volume off of the Zoom feed.
Yeah. So Garth, you're south of Paul, but right?
Yeah, St. Clair Shores.
St. Clair Shores.
Just what Paul said. I'm right.
So whereabouts?
Out in the middle of Lake St. Clair.
Right by Lake St. Clair. Okay, cool.
If you go inland from Lake St. Clair, in fact, St. Clair Shores, you're a little bit south of the old Selfridge, right? Or are you just west?
Yeah.
Just southwest, I think.
Yeah, Selfridge is
Selfridge Air Base.
Yeah, is Mount Clemens, and I'm in,
Well,
about 5-6 miles down.
To get hit.
Yeah, you're supposed to get maybe some of the storm coming.
Yeah, it's raining. It's raining a little bit right now, but not, just trickling.
Oh, yeah.
Well, any rainage you don't want, just send it over here to California. We'll take 10% of it.
Yeah. Put a giant E-trough, line it over to California.
Yeah, even with that tropical storm we had off the coast of Baja that came up, it all went, which is good because it went up into the desert and went up into the Colorado River Valley. So they actually ended up, the Lake Mead rose like almost 3 foot from all the rain that they had up there.
Well, they're probably happy about that, right?
Oh, you bet. That's where we get our water from, part of it.
See, Paul, there's St. Clair Shores right there.
Oh, okay.
And so here's what's doing right now. It's heading. He's getting a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
But I'll get it started a little bit. There's 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Looks like dissipating a little bit though, Paul. Yeah.
Well, it shows, it almost looks like it dissipates a little bit about 7 o'clock-ish or so, I think. Well, there it is. That's at 7:21, 7:30. Not bad, okay. But then all of a sudden, ba-boom again.
Yeah, did see who's in the chat? Mr. Bill from the Newfound Drone Productions.
There's 11 o'clock right over St. Clair Shores.
You probably want to look at Newfoundland in about 3 or 4 days. They're going to get hit. They're going to get that tail end of Fiona, I think, going right up the coast. It's going to dump right on Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, I think, if I'm right.
I dated a girl in high school by the name of Fiona, but I never did get the tail end of her. So,
Well, she's predicting it go up, sort of up of the East Coast, but out in the ocean. But they said it was going to turn and, well, not turn, but it's going to go straight up into Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. So, Bill had to put a slicker on there to keep it dry. How'd you get up here? Huh? How did you manage to get up here?
Gracie.
Yeah. You got to find the other comb I got. I bought two of them. I took one to the trailer, but I left it there. I got another one. It's a white one. I'm going to find what I thought I had it in here or in the kitchen.
Paul's been battling Garth with fleas.
Oh, there, that's right here. I got another one here. Well, let's take a look at you, Gracie, see if you're getting any better. I haven't been scratched. Oh, yeah, look at him. Oh, crap. And you know the worst thing about it? She's got a collar on her. Look at this.
Got a flea collar on, and he bathed her in the chemicals.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Look at them all. Gracie. Wow.
Is that the live Zoom stream cam that's on behind you, Paul?
Behind me? Yeah, that's Stream Time Live.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the one I watch most of.
Yep. You'd be surprised, Garth. I was down there this afternoon. I did that cruise ship coming up, and there was a whole bunch of people, and they were starting to walk back over to the hotel across the street. And I flagged them down. I says, "Hey," it says, "coming around the corner. You might want to stay and watch it because it's really something to see."
Yeah.
And they went back and sat down and watched it, and they thanked me. And
it's a great spot. You know,
yes.
It's much. I go down to, like I said on the thing earlier, I go down. I'm in like 10 Mile Road, kind of the middle of the St. Clair Lake St. Clair,
Sure.
and so I can drive down the shoreline, you know, in 15, 20 minutes and get down to the mouth of the river.
Sure.
There's a couple of parks down there.
The Detroit River, you got the one island right in the middle of the river, right?
Yeah, yeah. And actually the one park that I go to most of the time is it's right at the mouth of the river. And so I can catch the freighters going into the lake. You know?
Maximum Impact Bill is in the chat there, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it's going to be bad. I figured that. It comes up your way.
Well, Paul, I got my Autel Light Plus up in the air finally.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I was able to do a live flight using the Prism app.
Oh,
And I'll tell you what, it worked like a charm, except for just getting used to how to turn things off. So, you know, because it's showing a screen image. So everything that's on my screen, well, I have the hologram off, overexposure off. I had all the settings up because I'm getting used to it. So having to go through and turn all that stuff off of the live stream so people could actually see what I was looking at. But it worked real well.
Steve, did you buy the smart controller with it?
No,
Okay.
I don't have any. I just have the one drone, and I've got my which is, to me, it's heavier, but
A triple tech?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that brightness outside and direct sunlight, it's like my sunglasses, these are transition. So even with them on, it's real bright. And I put my sunglasses on, still see through it.
Yeah. The triple tech's not, the only thing I didn't like about the triple tech, I ordered it and sent it back because I looked at it and everything, and nah, it's just on a smaller controller.
Yeah.
It's just so overly heavy. It's like it's pulling you, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I did is I bought Ken Dono's Durzo Dobo, that stick, you know, you told me about the stick thing, and it's got the lanyard for that.
Right.
And I put that on. and I just lay it against my chest and balance it, and
Right.
it flies really nice. And I ordered some of the other sticks that you talked about.
Right. So, is Gracie pretty full of fleas there, Paul?
Yeah, what a mess.
Look at her. She's touching your cheek. That's her daddy.
Well, hopefully they'll be dying off real quick as the weather starts changing for you.
Yeah.
Well, the sad part of it is he's got down there at the house, they go out in the yard, but then he's got the trailer up where his sister lives, and that's got a lot of property.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a trailer. I think it's here.
Oh,
Because
do
she
you?
went like this the other day. Because I've been keeping a pretty close eye on it.
Where is here?
St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada, London.
Just south of London.
Oh, okay, London.
Just south of London, down by Port Stanley, Port Bruce, Port Burwell.
Oh, okay.
He's way up north.
No, wait, I'm just directly south. Matter of fact, I'll be directly west of you. Probably what, an hour and a half? There, Garth?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
because he's a little bit southwest of southeast of me.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm south-
Port Stanley, that's Lake Erie, right? Port
Yep.
Stanley?
Yep. Yeah, I'm like 6-7 miles from Lake Erie. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No,
I just gotta go
if I was
across the
to go
border
to
and-
Bald Lake, I could do it in an hour.
I thought you were further north.
No.
Well, everybody's north for me, so.
Yeah. Well, I think southwestern Ontario, though, it's on thing, what latitude is Northern California, I think.
What's that?
Ontario, southwestern Ontario. It's on the same latitude, I think, as what Northern California is. Funny, these fleas, though, they're not very big. They're just tiny. Oh,
What were you
no.
showing there on the TV, Paul?
Oh, my phone just died. Ding.
What's that, Steve?
What were you showing on the TV? Or what were you-
The weatherman was showing all the storms coming down through.
Oh,
You know, they've got some really pretty looking maps. Colorful, I would say.
I saw your Paul, the first time I saw you was a couple weeks ago. I went up to see the PRT,
Yeah.
and that's the first time I'd seen it in Fort Huron. It was a beautiful day that day. And I was standing there, just this side of the bridge embankment, and I saw something fly over the top of my head. I went, what the hell is that? And I said, oh, wow, that's a drone. Okay. But I didn't know where it was being controlled from. Okay. But I was 2 cars away from you. And then when I left, okay, you stopped me and gave me one of your cards.
Gave you a card. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I went down and did the cruise ship this afternoon,
Yeah.
and it was not the nicest weather because it's
Yeah.
been cloudy, sunny.
Yeah.
And the cruise ship came through. But I'll give you guys a sneak peek at the cruise ship. It turned out okay, but let me see.
It was a 1,000-footer that came through there.
It's a French cruise ship. It's called the La Blanc or something like that, the LeBlanc. La Bellate, but La Bellate. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay,
Next
right
song.
here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Ponant is the French cruise line. But it's a beautiful ship. The cost to go on that ship ranges from $7,000 to $11,000
Jesus.
for either a 5 or 7 day cruise.
Wow,
No.
that's beautiful.
Oh, it's luxury, luxury, luxury. Look at the pool's got a glass end on it.
I got $2.
Well, if that rear bulkhead was to break, it'd be a water slide right into the lake.
Yeah. See, the bridge is right down here. I thought it'd be up here, but that's for viewing up there. The bridge is down here. But look at all the satellite equipment on top. They give everybody everything. Top of the line.
Satellite TV.
Oh yeah, the whole works. There's a few people up there, but they're mostly older people. They all have a stateroom that goes out to the edge. But they're all, I think, very wealthy older folks. Majority.
Hey,
That was built 98, 99, something like that.
Wow. Where is that? Where do they sail out of? You know?
It says on the stern, but I couldn't. I don't read European because it's got some letters and this and that kind of stuff. But it's a French cruise line. If you put in that Ponant in the hang on a minute. Let me.
Just wonder if it's like Toronto or something, you know?
I think that's where they might have started at one point, but they go to different locations around the Great Lakes. And
Okay.
so if you want the whole trip, I imagine it's real pricey,
Yeah.
but it's either a 3, 5, or 7 day cruise. Ponant Cruise is what it is. P-O-N-A-N. Ponant.
here.
Yeah, that's a pretty penny.
Yes, it's not cheap. Did you look it up?
No, from
Oh.
just what you were saying.
Um,
Yeah.
It says cruise for seniors. Ha!
Well, I fall in that category.
Yeah. World leading luxury expeditions. Trying to find one that, yeah, I agree, whatever. I hate it when it comes up and you gotta say you agree to stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't agree to nothing.
The tracking cookies are on.
That's for sure. And Steve, where are you in California?
In Southern California, I'm in Dana Point.
Dana. Oh, okay. That's right on the coast.
If you know, Los Angeles is here and San Diego is here. I'm
Yep.
right halfway in between, right on the coast.
Yep. Like Laguna, what is it? Laguna something?
Miguel?
Yeah.
Well, then if you know where that is, yeah, that's in fact my project that I work on is there.
Okay.
As you were to make the I-5 to head towards San Diego, right as you make the bend to head on and it hits the coast, that's the exit to get off to go to our house
Yeah.
where the harbor is.
They got sailing ships
Wow.
and sister ships. They've got the Panat Explorer ships.
That's the one that passed by.
Yep. They got an icebreaker if you want to go for an ice exhibition.
That may be down to Antarctica. I know there's a couple of them that are going down. That I would love to do, go down to the Antarctic.
Yeah.
But there you're talking bucks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely not for the faint of heart or the small pocketbook.
Hello, Chuck. Good afternoon to you.
Mr. Chuck.
Or I should say it's already turned evening for you. Close this a little bit. Freeway noise.
Laura's going to be on and playing her game tonight. She in honor of the Queen dying, she didn't.
Yeah. She didn't go live.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear what our illustrious president did? Showed up late.
Yeah, he ended up in the 14th row.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is showing up late. I don't care where you ended up, showing up late. That's total disrespect. There's a guy that was from England that was showing all the Air Force jets coming in for all the support teams coming in 2 days before, and the motorcades and everything. He was showing all that stuff.
There you go. There's your polar exhibition excursion.
Oh, there you go. I would love to do that.
Or the tropics.
Hey, there's Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Hello, Jody.
Dominique. Yeah. Oh yeah, Laura's going live in a little bit.
Well, it's close to midnight her time. 5 hours. Yeah, like 6:45 our time, I think.
He said 35 minutes. So.
Yep.
Oh, so you got a whole bunch of different ones, eh?
Yeah.
Only
100% ocean view rooms. Wow.
Yeah, every room backs up to your own veranda there.
Yeah.
There's the food. I couldn't afford that, but I think that Carpenter could.
So how much was the cruise, Paul?
Anywhere's from 7,000 to 17,000, depending upon how long you wanted to be on the ship.
Oh.
And those are not big ships, only 131 meters in length. Heck, there's there's private super yachts much bigger than that.
And they only will cruise with 228 passengers, and they got 220 staff members on board.
So 1 for 1.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's ones that are not going to be serving you, like the captain and stuff, and the first mate and all them. Hey, Brokenecks. Hey, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, look at that, eh? Oh.
There's the pool. There's how that back deck extends and goes down.
Oh, yeah. Modular marina.
And they go over to the Baltics. And they go everywhere.
Wow.
Look at that. You can go and visit Dominic on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a place. It's not definitely out of my league,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but now, for some of you guys,
Yeah, the one I saw that was an Antarctic expedition that I saw, it was like starting at, I want to say 13,000. That's only for the ship. That's
Yeah.
not airfare to get to the
no,
port
exactly.
of starting or
That's what
anything.
those prices were that I quoted. That's you provide your transportation, but once you get on the ship, everything's covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got gratuities and everything else and stuff.
In fact, they have one of the ships, they have a thing to where they'll go on, they'll take, they can get the ship up to next to some of these icebergs and stuff. And then
Yes.
they'll set up like a cage, and then they'll drill through and go down into the water and make
Yeah.
it like an ice plunge, to where
Oh.
they put a rescue rope around you, but you jump in the water and then come out. And right as you come out, they have shots of vodka sitting on this bar that's all made of ice, so you can put the antifreeze in you.
Something to warm you back up again, eh?
Yeah. I said, no, I want the antifreeze before I go in the water, not after I come out, or both. Yeah, I was kidding. Dre, he did a really nice overview about COAs here for getting approval, FAA for approval for regulated airspace.
Oh, yeah.
And on his show, and it's for San Bernardino International Airport now. That was my old home base in the Air Force, which was Norton Air Force Base.
Oh, yeah.
So I joked him, I says, oh, you got clearance for Norton Air Force Base, huh? But it's mainly,
Picked up another chipmunk, Paul. I got 3 of them out there now.
Oh,
yeah?
lucky. Mm.
but it's a big carrier out there for FedEx too.
Yeah.
How long you guys been doing the Zoom thing?
Oh,
Oh, couple of years, 3 years, Paul? What?
a couple of years now, something like that. Yeah.
We're on twice a day.
You know what I got to do tonight yet, Paul?
What's that?
Well, get a bath boat dogs. I forgot. I got to make some signs tonight.
Ah. Well,
Yeah,
you won't be playing the games at Laura's then.
No, I just happened to think I got to do a couple of farm for sale because I get those 2 signs I got to put up tomorrow. Got to have riders on that says farm for sale, right? So
Paul does real estate signs for all the realtors in his
I
area.
don't think I've got any, have I?
He puts signs up and then takes them down and moves them and
Yeah. But I'd also got a cricket where I got to make signs for them. I guess I don't have farm for sale. Got 1.2 acres, in-ground pool, 2-bedroom. Oh, farm for sale. There we go. I do have it. Cool.
Excuse me.
Don't have to design it. Ball's already ready.
there you go.
But genuine, that's the one I want. And how big is it? It goes to 22 inches by 3 inches. That's good. So, okay, that's there.
Okay, Chuck. Chuck's leaving. All right, buddy.
You got to go do your Chuck. Yeah, okay.
I think he goes picks up the wife
Oh,
about
no,
this
you're
time
talking
today.
COA or see what? See ya.
Yeah,
One
call COA, Chuck.
Okay. Oh, okay.
CYA is what I got to do every day.
Well, let me go there, Laura.
She says, Paul, I sent you another message in Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, yep, I got it.
Oh, Hodges, yeah.
Okay.
She what she did is she got a couple of
Canadian,
newspapers and memorabilia for Paul's sister
Yeah.
You're right.
over there from the Queen's deal.
Laura, is that Canadian price that you sent me? Because she said about 23 pounds or whatever it is over there, but which is $34.98, $35. But I imagine he's doing Canadian, not US.
Okay, Chuck, I got it.
No, I got it. I got it.
You're talking to an old man here, you know?
And the CYA part, I know all too well. If it's not in writing, it never happened.
So Garth, are you flying drones?
No. The only thing I fly is flat cars. And they're not supposed to fly, but some of them do.
Okay, Laura.
No,
I
just kind of picked up I grew up in the Detroit area, and when I was younger, I did a lot of sailing. Okay. And the Mackinaws and all that, and Lake Erie race. And so, if you grew up around the lakes, it's freighters. Okay. And then one time in the, pretty much in the 90s, part of the 80s and most of the 90s, I had a job down by Belle Isle. You know where Belle Isle is?
Oh, you got to see him.
Yeah. And and the place I worked at was a lighting company. It's called Curlin Lighting. They made commercial lighting for, buildings and things like that. And it was right just a couple of blocks from Belle Isle. So I used to take my lunch hour right on the island and just watch freighters back and forth, and right close to the museum.
Sure.
And so I'm reaching back to late 80s, okay, early 90s, and I picked up one of the Greenberg freighter books. And so I used to map freighters back in those days, okay, on my lunch hour as they went by, and I'd see them coming up and going down. So I've always had an interest in freighters. So,
yeah.
And lately I kind of picked up on the streams, okay, and I watch the Port Huron Stream and Marine City and Algonac and sometimes St. Clair.
Yeah, here comes the Bay Como, Paul.
Oh, there you go, Bacomo. Yeah, I went to go look at that, Justin, but I couldn't find it. It had been yanked or whatever. So there was a lot of drama last night between Dobo and the road drone community. But anyways, it was on YouTube, but somebody yanked it.
What happened?
Oh,
That's not the, that's
He
not
was
the
getting-
CS,
like,
Yeah,
Sure, that-
Canadian steamship lines, yep.
sure that's not the, isn't there, does the Bacomo got that graphic on there?
Yep. Oh, no, that's the Saint Laurent. You're right.
Yeah, CSL's Laurent.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, with all the stuff on the
I think
front.
I think they're close to each other, but I think I saw them.
Well, they're all the Trillium ships. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, Canadian Steamship was buying these Trillium ships. They were made in China and they sailed them over here. They brought them over. They bought them brand new, had them constructed in China or Taiwan or somewhere.
Hey, Paul, the Bacomo is right behind him. I just saw him on the freighter, marine freighter thing, you know,
Oh, yeah.
freighter tracker.
Yep.
Green tracker. I thought I saw him earlier, coming up the river there.
Yeah, he's right behind them.
Yeah,
Because when they're upbound, they don't have to separate. They just can follow each other up as long as they're under control.
Yeah.
But you can't have a downbound and upbound between 1 and 2 and the Black River. Ever since
really?
back in the 70s when they collided and the one sunk in the channel and the other one ended up resting down on the bottom right next to the old Peerless cement plant down there.
wow.
Peerless isn't there anymore. That's where all the condos and everything is. There used to be a Peerless cement plant was there.
Where exactly was that?
What, right? Just south of the bridge, where the hotel and everything is.
Yeah.
What was there was a Peerless cement plant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they used to pull freighters up there and unload, gravel or whatever they were using. But it wasn't public property. You couldn't drive on it or anything. So then once the ships went down and then Peerless sold off all of their equipment, it was the old equipment, sold it off and they loaded it up on ships and sent it to China, I think.
Oh. So right there on the curve then, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just south of the Blue Water Bridge.
Yep. Yeah, when I came up a couple of weeks ago, I came down Water Street and then went downtown there and then kind of came up the coast. Okay.
Yep. Here comes Justin, the gas man, Justin Stickley.
Already got one made in my inventory.
There you go, Paul.
There you go.
I only have to make one.
So what are you guys talking about? What went on with Dobo?
Okay, so what happened was Robbie caught a bunch of shit because people said he stole Dobo's design on those bumpers for the new drone, the new FPV drone, those bumpers he made.
The Avata?
Yeah. And not to mention, people were saying that he's just in it for the money and he's scamming people with the little drones and all this other stuff. And Robbie was calling Maddie Drone World saying that he was begging for money and apparently was going to pawn his Air 2S because he had to pay a bill, and that Robbie gave him a bunch of money and all this other crap. And then he was saying, oh, well, Dobo's a nice guy and me and him get along and all this other crap. And well, Dobo came on, like, I think it was either right at the end of Robbie's live show or it might have been right after. And I mean, he just tore Robbie apart, called him a piece of shit, and said that he pretty much did steal his design and that he didn't want to be friends with him and all this other stuff. And that he's pretty much, that's what it is. Like, but pretty much it seems like it kind of split most of the community down the middle, because everybody that was in Robbie's show, a majority of them weren't over in Dobo's show and vice versa. So,
so what was, he's not in live normally.
Who?
Dobo.
Ken?
He went live just to respond.
Just to respond to him because normally he records it and puts it on. Yep.
Yeah.
No, he went live for like two. It was probably about 5 minute live stream, and he went just to respond to Robbie's live.
Hey,
that
here
was
comes Mr. Chuck.
So I mean, it was a whole bunch of crap. But yeah, Chuck might know a little bit more about the Robbie side of it. I mean, I'm just here. I'm just going by what everybody was telling me the last couple days.
I have no camera on. What the hell? Oh, I gotta start my camera. Bear with me.
You have to turn it on.
Well, I was
Well, I
using
know
mine
that-
for work. It handles 2 computers, so I have the feed, but not the feed.
But I want to say one thing before you say anything, Chuck, is
Yeah.
I bought 2 of those drones from Robbie and neither one of them worked. I called Robbie about it and he told me to just download the NFC app that he uses on his phone and fix them myself.
Mine work fine.
Neither one of mine would work.
Now, what are you trying to test it on?
I tested it on 2 different iPhones and an S21.
Okay, an iPhone, you have to do it on the top, not on the back.
No, but I downloaded the NFC app and it said both of them were blank and I reprogrammed them myself and they worked fine after I reprogrammed them.
Oh, because you see everybody testing it. They were putting on the back of it, which for Android,
No, I
phones
know
is
how
back
that shit
here.
Yeah,
works.
Android's the back.
But
yeah.
for the chip reading, it's only on the top on the iPhones.
Oops.
Right. And I
Better
know
bring
how
this
it
in.
works because I use
Bring
Apple
this
Pay
in.
all the time.
There we go. Now I got some sound.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
was, I couldn't even do it. I went online going, why aren't they working? Both of them wouldn't be, dead. One of them maybe, but they work fine. I've used it with other people around and I just keep one on my drone bag. I go, here, click.
I don't even use them. I hand out the stickers. They're a complete waste of money for me. I bought 3 of them because I thought I was being kind of nice to him.
Mhm.
And but I don't use them. They're stupid. I just hand out stickers with the QR code, like this thing right here.
Yeah.
And because people ask me about, like, they'll catch Lori and me vlogging and stuff and ask us, hey, are you guys vlogging? Flying the drone outside of us, flying the drone outside a pub, and then we were in there eating and everything and filming. I'm like, yeah. We're doing travel vlogging stuff. Oh yeah, what's your channel? Oh, here I have a sticker. Cool, thanks. We'll check it out. So anyway, but I'm not going to make them scan something with their phone with, like, I don't know, it just seems sketchier than the sticker. The sticker seems more legit to me. But you're right, Justin. You can reprogram those things with the NFC app because I used to do the tags. Steve, do you remember when the tags first became a thing like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
I bought a whole stack of them.
Mhm.
And I
You
used
can
to
get you can get like 100 of them for like $5 off Amazon.
Now you can. Yeah. Back then they were a
Yeah.
little spendier. They were new. But I used to, I had a Motorola phone and I had a generic car dock for it. And the car dock, I had one of those stickers on it programmed to put my phone into like car dock mode and stuff. It was just like easier. The phone would put in the dock and then would rotate the screen and everything. There were cool things you could do at NFC.
Yeah, but what the thing was is Robbie was telling everybody that he had this
Special machine.
that
Yeah.
was thousands of dollars. and that's how he was
More
programming them.
BS. Yeah.
And-
Special.
And then the thing was is what pissed me off was he didn't want to even remedy the situation. Like I shouldn't have to reprogram them myself. You
Did he
should
send you that
me-
4-cent? Did he send you that 4-cent strobe light that's absolutely useless?
No, he told me he was going to send me 2 of them. I didn't even get those.
You're not missing out. They're junk. I throw them out. They're
They're
crap.
Yeah, they are. They're nothing.
They're
It's like
Ulanzies.
you need like 3 statute miles of range with the things. He has 3 statute inches of range with that thing. It's like a joke.
I've got Firehouse. In fact, because of my new drone, I ordered another package of 3. So I've got them on the Velcro on all my batteries, on all my drones, and I can put them on and just
The
swap
Krees?
them around.
Using the Krees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
they're the good
Firehouse
ones.
5.
Yeah, those have 5 Cree LEDs in them.
Those
Yeah.
are good. Those are bright.
The Arc 5s, yeah. Those
They're
things are
bright.
Very bright.
Yeah. If you're gonna do night flying, you need to be legit. So why not get something? I mean,
I
I'm not gonna use
burned
some-
out my web camera by flashing it into the camera.
really?
Yes, it burned. It fucked my webcam up. Paul Murray remembers that. Remember when I was all white?
Yeah.
I had to
No
buy
way.
a new camera.
Had to buy a new camera.
That stinks. I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize you did that. It was for the
Yeah, I
good
had
of
to buy a new
science, but
webcam because of
expensive
that.
experiment.
No, they're great because even I use them during the daytime. I put them up when I'm flying in the daytime. If I know I'm going to be in an area where there possibly could be aircraft around, I put it up because we have a sheriff's helicopter that flies around the area.
We have that now too, Steve, all
What?
the time. Whenever
It's
I want to
good to
fly the
fly
drone in
with
the
them.
evening, the damn sheriff helicopter's up.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
good to fly with them anyway because birds don't like flashing shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
and especially
Oh,
seagulls.
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. You know,
It
I
keeps-
cursed the sheriff's helicopter. I'm like, damn you guys, get a drone. It's way cheaper. You're wasting my tax dollars. Get a freaking Inspire 2. It like save us. You could buy a fleet of them for the price of a helicopter flight
Yeah, no shit.
and do the same thing. They're not like arresting anybody, like landing. They're just like,
Hey, just so you
Flying
guys
around
know,
looking for 'em.
Garth is new. He met me down by the water when I was flying. He does not have a drone, and he's just here for the experience.
Yep.
hey,
Awesome.
Garth,
Hey,
welcome to the experience.
I have slot cars, but
Is this like
He's
the
got
Jimi
flat
Hendrix
tires.
experience?
hang on, hold on, and get ready to fly.
Everything goes here. Yep.
Where's the
Yeah.
drone, man? What's the holdup?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? What's your excuse?
I'm already down about 10 rabbit holes, so there's only so many rabbit holes you can.
He's got a lot of hobbies he's going on.
Well, this is the only important one, so drop the other ones. My Corvette sits in the garage now because I just don't give a crap about it. Drones are way more fun. So
Yeah, once you get bitten by the drone bug, uh-oh.
Well, see what you need
Well,
to
the
do.
first-
What you need
first
is
drone.
an automatic drone deploy platform on the top of your vet. You
On your
just drive it
Corvette,
on
yeah.
and then push it and let it
Push the
take
button and
off.
it'll launch you.
you know how the vet got driven to the New York State inspection station, and that was it. It's sat in the garage ever since. I don't drive it anymore. It's just, I mean, I just don't. But
You
anyway,
got
the drone
good
thing.
weather.
Hey,
the
Paul
weather's-
Murray.
I flew the drone. I fly the drones all the time. You know, now Lori's flying drones. It's
Oh,
great. I
no.
mean, like the vet, who cares about the vet? They should just sell the thing. But it's paid for. It sits in the garage. It's cheap. You know. Garth, though, what are you
Maria,
thinking for
how
a
you
first
doing?
drone?
Maria's in the chat.
What are you thinking
Maria.
for a first drone, Garth?
Well, Garth, you
I have no clue. Zero.
So what do you want to do with them? Are you just experimenting? Are you just feeling it out? What are you thinking? What do you want to do with it?
Well, ever since I almost decapitated him flying over him out down by the water.
Come on, you know, it's decapitated.
He needs it for weed whacking.
The Avata might make a good weed whacker. Well, what's your budget? If you don't mind me asking, what's your budget? What would you be comfortable
I
spending on a
don't
first
think I don't
drone?
think he wants to buy right now.
This isn't helping.
No, Chuck, it's real easy. He's not interested in buying a drone.
Hey,
Why is he
Laura,
here?
always pay you in Tim Hortons credits.
Yeah.
Be a dick and say, why is he here then? Come on.
He's
Because
here
he-
for communicating. He met
interested.
Paul.
It's
But you
interesting.
gotta have a drone, man. You just there's no resistance is futile. You have
Chuck,
to.
you got hey, Garth. Chuck goes 100 miles an hour. There's no 30, no 20. It's 100 miles an hour.
Or zero. It's all or nothing.
And
all the
there's
dust
no
bunnies
there's
flying
no
around me.
brakes.
Yeah.
I have no brakes.
Well, hey, this is where you learn, right?
All right. My suggestion, Paul may agree, may disagree, but first drone, don't know what you're gonna do with it, but you might do something significant with it. Mini 2. That's my suggestion. You can buy one used pretty
You
cheap.
can buy
Probably find one for under
Mini
500
2s
bucks.
really inexpensive.
Yeah.
The only thing is I find at my age, and Paul Hodges is the same way, I don't like flying with a cell phone.
No. You want to get cough up the money for the smart controller.
Yeah.
55-inch screen TV, so you can.
But you
There
can,
you go.
but you can fly with a phone though. I mean, really, it's respectable.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have 5 miles. You have way more range with the RC and RC1N than you need. I mean, you can fly way further than you can see the thing, and that's the rules. You can't fly any further than you can see
Right.
it. So,
Bullshit.
and we just excuse me. Did somebody say something? Justin.
I think Justin said BS, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't see any. There's no face behind the word, so they're meaningless.
Is there, I got a question, a drone question.
Kidding, man.
Okay.
Is there, I think probably my one interest could be race cars, you know? I mean, is it
Ooh,
legal
then FPV.
to fly drones over racetracks?
If you're gonna chase, well, you can get permission to do stuff like that. But if you're gonna chase race cars, you're gonna be thinking more FPV. Now that the easy in FPV is still DJI stuff because they make it so anybody can fly them, right? You don't need to fly. They call it acro or manual mode, which is tricky stuff till you get used to it. But like you can get a
Yeah,
Nevada.
but I'm thinking more like it's not so much what we try to run with the race cars. It would be you know,
Hover in the middle and just.
yeah,
pan
hover.
Oh, you
over the
gotta.
track.
Well, you
Or
want to.
maybe
Air 2S.
Boring.
kind of a slow, like what Paul does around the freighters, that type of thing, like a slow rotation around.
Yeah.
Chasing a
Videos
pretty
are
fast
boring.
object, you're going to want a drone with some speed so you can kind of at least, if you use a fast drone, even like a Mavic 3. Now we're getting into some money though, like, or an Air 2S. An Air 2S might go. Steve, what's the top speed of the Air 2S? It's about 35 miles per hour.
It's about 35.
42.
42.
No, it's
Okay, thanks,
42.
Justin.
Well,
So
I've got the Air
42.
2. I've got the Air 2. I don't have the S. So
It's the same. It's the same exact as the Air 2.
Okay,
Air
yeah,
2
same
Air
airframe
2
and
is
everything.
42 as well.
So if you use spotlight mode, you lock in on a race car somehow while it's moving super fast, or well, maybe they're
it
stopped.
won't. It won't. Not at that speed. It will
No,
not
but
stay
I mean, if you
locked
could-
in.
If you could at least have a chance of like tracking it. You could stay with the race car enough to do what you want to do. If you're going 35 with the drone, but you
the
move
capabilities.
you could yaw the drone, you could follow the race car and get some good shots. I almost knocked my wine glass over. Shame on me.
The only difference in speed the Air 2 and the Air 2S have is ascending and descending. It's faster than the Air 2. But the actual sports mode, it's the same speed.
Now that brings up a point. Like Garth, if you have a little heavier budget, bigger budget, like right now, the Air 2S with the smart controller, you can buy them together. The Air 2S is hands down the best drone for the money right now. There's
Oh yeah, definitely.
nothing compares to it. With the 1-inch sensor, it's great in low light, get great photos out of it.
Autel light. I'll tell you what.
Steve got his Autel light.
That
He's the logo.
Autel light has got phenomenal sensor on
And
it.
the smart controller for that costs how much?
You don't need a smart controller. You can use an iPad, your phone. You can use anything on it. I mean, I've got an expensive.
Steve got a triple tech.
I mean,
The
is the
triple deck,
controller,
so-
is the
and that-
controller the big dollar thing? Is it at the big?
If
Well,
you
no,
if you upgrade
whenever
it,
you
it
buy
is.
a drone, you're going to get a controller with it. It just
They come with a
depends on-
controller. Yeah, like
Yeah, but how much is a triple tech?
That's a lot of money. I just said.
No, I'm just saying compared to.
Justin's
to an
right. You're
Autel
making a
smart
decision.
controller.
Yeah, you're making a decision if you want to go triple tech. It
Is it
depends what you're
cheaper
going to do.
than
Well,
the-
here's the
But see, I can take the triple tech and I can move it from my DJI. I can move it to my Autel.
sure.
Yeah.
I'd have to buy a smart controller for the Autel.
Yep.
I'd have to buy a smart controller. I got one and I
So,
can move it back and
the-
forth. And the processor and that for live streaming was awesome. I used Prism the other night. and with
Okay.
live stream,
I get your argument.
phenomenal.
Get your argument. But now it depends if Garth's going to be more like me and he's going to be like I'm a travel vlogger. So like our channel is all about travel and we need to be able to pull off the side of the road, fire up the drone, fire up the controller, get up in the air, get the shots and do other stuff. It's like, because I mean, might want to get a follow shot of us in the car or something, whatever, but I got to be able to do things. So the smart controller is where it's at. It's easy to pack, right? It's just this thing and it has the great screen and it's easy to start up super fast.
Well,
Your
it all
stuff's a
depends
little
on
more
too whether
cumbersome.
Garth plans on getting multiple drones.
And
if
if
he just
then you're
wants to
locked
get
in.
I don't have.
Rick
I don't
doesn't
have
even
any-
have a
I don't
drone.
have one
Well,
now.
he's gonna have multiple drones. He just doesn't know it
What
yet.
is- what
No,
is-
Chuck, Garth, be careful. See, Chuck is the marketing manager for DJI.
I only
which you
have
didn't
7
know.
drones. They are all DJI.
What is?
Actually, I don't have 7. Wait, I don't have 7. Lori has enough. Lori's the Avata is Lori's. That's the number 7 is Lori's.
What does Paul Murray got? What? Because I saw.
I've had
There's a Phantom back there on his
I've had
table.
them all from my first one, Garth, was a 6 foot drone with an 8-foot rotor on top, and it was a tail pusher, and it had a chainsaw motor back in 1988.
Awesome.
And
You
then
have video,
from
you have
there, I
pictures
went
or film of
into
that thing?
DJI, into
Yeah,
Inspire, into Wakira, into
What's the one that you do the freighters with?
He's
I
had
saw
every
that one.
drone available.
what's that?
Paul
guy?
has had a fleet
The
of
one,
drones.
the one that you did the Paul Tregrutha with. You know, it had a smaller screen on it. like-
Yeah, it was, oh, well, did it have a little stand underneath it?
I don't
Because
think
it
so. I
was
think
either, it was either
I
the
think it
Mini
looked
3.
like, you know, and I didn't really look at it real close, but it looked like a game controller to me as I was walking by. Okay.
Was it a night? Was I flying at night?
No, no, it was the middle of the day.
Okay, so then it had to be, here, I'll show you.
Gonna get show and tell time.
See, I ran into him. I went up to his town. You know, I live, you know, an hour away from him. And I ran up to see a freighter, okay, go through the bridge there. You know, what he's looking at behind him there. So, and that's how I ran into Paul. You know, he was
Here's
flying
the-
his drone over the top of my head.
The Air 2S.
Air 2S.
Yeah, that was it, I think.
Yep, and I fly it with the smart controller.
So Paul hit him in the head pretty
Oh,
much.
okay, well, maybe that, okay, so that's the smart control.
Smart controller. And the
Yeah.
reason they call it the smart controller is it's brighter than most phones, and it has a screen on it.
But
Yeah.
now,
Yeah,
now Air 2S also works with RC Pro, which is the replacement for the smart controller, essentially.
Yep,
It's the newer, faster processor version of the
and
smart.
more
controller.
expensive.
Yeah, it's still using Android.
That's what's so great about it. It doesn't use that stupid iOS crap. So
But it-
I see. I would be curious to see an
It
iOS
fo- it
smart
folds- it
controller.
folds-
you know
up,
why?
right?
Actually, I shouldn't say iOS crap. The reason I think all these devices, like from treadmills to smart controllers, use Android is because it's easier for the manufacturer to use Android to do what they need to do than iOS.
Well, Because
Probably
Apple
cheaper,
won't do
too.
that shit. That's why.
Yeah, well, Apple don't play that game. So
Well, what I'm saying is DJI promotes Apple though all over their.
Isn't that
fucking
funny?
packages. So it's
It-
like
the
why don't they
irony. I
team up
know.
with
it's
iPhone?
even Justin, even on the back of the boxes, it says, made for iPhone or whatever. It doesn't say made for Android on any DJI product.
Because they only have one operating system they have to deal with, not 5 or 6 with all the Android phones that are out there.
Right, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that you would think that they would team up with Apple to make
Yeah.
a smart controller
Yeah.
using an
Yeah, but-
iOS system.
It must be to make that marriage work, it must be really, really expensive or something.
This is my night flyer, Garth. You haven't seen it before, but this is the Nano Plus.
oh,
I know
wow.
you really like that one.
Oh, there's nothing.
Paul, what's that set you back if you were to buy a Nano Plus right now?
$1,100, I think.
Okay, so Mini 3 Pro is similar.
Yeah, but see, then I had to buy a tablet for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Oh,
the
I
only
gotta set all
problem
that
with the
clunky stuff
Altel
up.
Nano is the speed on it isn't very good.
Oh
It's
yeah, it's
No.
not gonna set the world on fire, and if you get any kind of wind, it's gonna slow right down.
Now, the Altel Light-
The Light Plus handles the wind a lot better.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's got way better speed on it too. It's a lot
Yeah.
stronger in the
Yeah.
wind.
Yeah, then the Mini 3.
Because it was
And I-
kind of
and-
like
and- And
I
that
would
was
say. Oh, go ahead,
14,
Dave.
14, I think it was 1480 for the Fly More bundle. That was the 3 batteries with ND filters and everything complete.
Well, the best way to compare it is the Altel Nano is like the Mini 1, where the Altel
Yeah.
Light's like the Mini 2. You
Yeah,
know,
Or
the Mini
Garth,
2
is
could handle
if
wind
you're-
way, way better.
If you're a Costco member, $439, you can get the Mini 2 with 2 batteries, a case, and an SD card for $439.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
pretty
that
good
weird
deal.
bundle that Costco does with 2 batteries.
But
But
you
those-
know,
they have some
but you know
kind
what
of
they have
bundles.
now too?
What they have
The
now.
3 for $839 with 3 batteries
For Mini
For-
2?
for the Mini 3.
Oh, I was
Oh,
about to say, Jesus.
that's nice. That's with the RC1N, right? That's the regular controller.
Yeah, a regular controller, 3 batteries, 128 gigabyte mini SD card, and
Let's see, how many?
the charging hub.
I have 3. No, I have 2 RC1Ns sitting around. You know how often they haven't even been, they don't even, I'm turning them on.
Like if Garth wants to dip his toes into drones, I would say just try out a mini SE.
Yeah,
It's
you could really
cheap.
get super cheap. Yep.
I mean, and it's
Here's what I
2.7K
did
still.
last night after midnight. This is with the Nano.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, my advice, Justin's right. My advice, I'm always more like spend a little more, because if you don't like it, you can always sell the Mini 2. If you bought the Mini 2, you sell for about what you paid for it.
And it was
stuck
dark
with it,
out.
and you've got a really good drone that will grow with you for a while.
That's a nice.
But I get what
video,
you're saying
but-
about the SE, Justin. That's a hell of a starter drone.
Yeah.
And that's my
mean,
strobe
See if
actually
you dig it or
off
not.
the reflective tape on the.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can
Well, you're
see
not
that.
going to find any drone in the mini SE's category price range
No,
that's going to
no,
beat that drone for picture and flight and
no,
everything.
no. It's just you're limited to Wi-Fi. I think the user experience is gonna be much better with Mini 2 though, because the radio's
Oh, it
never
would
gonna
be.
radio's never gonna let you down.
It's all about how much you want to spend, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For $439, the Mini 2 package
That's
at
a
Costco is
steal.
one of the best
Yeah.
bets out there.
That's the
That's a really
value
good
right
deal.
there.
I
That's
bought
the-
that for my son for Christmas, and he loves it.
Well, Lori got the best deal of all. She took my Mini 2 over with the smart controller for nothing. 3 batteries.
That's the best price.
Yeah, actually, I bought 4 batteries. I have 4 batteries for that Mini 2. Yeah,
That's
4
why I
batteries.
kept the Mini 1, because honestly, I don't think I could sell it and really get anything out of it.
Nah,
because
that's a stunt drone now, Justin. Use it as a stunt
everybody
drone.
wants the SE or better. Like, nobody wants the original.
I like the reflection of the strobe there, Paul.
strobe
That's
on it, yep.
outstanding.
That is cool.
What do the freighter captains think of you flying a drone? Or
Nothing.
Paul, can you use Spotlight when can you use Spotlight in the evening like that? Like grab on the back of the boat and move the drone around so it really like block in. You get a more
Oh no,
cinematic feel.
I'm completely in control on it.
You gotta use
He
Spotlight,
doesn't
man.
He doesn't use those features ever, Chuck.
I don't use any of the features.
Dude, you got to use Spotlight. Your footage will be a billion times better. I'm not saying it's bad as manual. It's impressive, but
Well,
you'll be
thank you for the vote of confidence there, Chuck.
Paul's
I'm
been flying
sorry,
those-
but even
Paul's been flying those vessels for too many years. Yeah, Garth,
Look,
you have
man.
a question.
Paul,
Look, the drone has a feature.
Hold on, Chuck. Hold on, Chuck.
Use it. It's
the-
awesome.
I like all of Paul's freighter videos.
Oh, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I'm just saying that the drone has Spotlight, and Spotlight is your friend. I mean, it's going to allow you to really, then the drone's going to,
I
the
know
drone's
you're
going to lock
sold
in on
on
the ship,
Spotlight,
right?
but the
And then-
only time about 5 years ago I tried to use that follow me bullshit.
no,
and
not
it was
follow me.
followed.
No, not
From
follow me.
Spotlight.
All Spotlight does is like, if you grabbed on the ship behind you, you draw a box around it on the smart controller, and then the camera is going to, wherever you move the drone, the camera is going to follow the boat. So like if you ascend or descend, the gimbal's going to adjust up and down. It's super cool. I mean, dude, just please, for me, try it. Just try it. It's the drone doesn't do any, you're controlling the drone. It,
It
doesn't
does make a
follow
difference.
anything.
Take a look at Sean Oz's video. Because he used showing the spotlight mode. He used an example of him flying it by himself when he came down and we flew here at Dana Point Harbor.
Yeah.
Take a look at his video there, and he does a little thing where he shows it where he put it in
I'll leave
spotlight
all
mode.
that fancy schmancy stuff.
Look,
to you.
It's
You
not
said.
Come
fancy,
into
it's just-
Paul's defense, though,
Yeah.
to be able to move that smooth around a moving object freehand, I give it to him. He does a hell of a job. 'Cause that
I
is hard to
agree.
do.
I agree. But it could be
I've
better
tried
if you
doing
use
that around
Spotlight.
water towers. And had
I
trouble.
know. I have tried that stuff and I struggle. And I what I end up doing is I'll get footage, like if I'm orbiting something like manually, I'll have to edit. Most of it goes on the cutting room floor because I'll have just a few seconds that I can actually use it smooth enough where I can use it, and then the rest
Well,
is
that
garbage.
sounds like operator problem.
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Chuck, you need to practice your flying skills, not leave it to the electronics.
See,
You
Practice-
do whatever you want.
I
When
could
I
just
buy a
see
$3,000 drone and it has spotlight
I could just
and it
see
makes me
Paul
look like a
locking on-
hero.
Look, I
Yeah.
could just see Paul
I'm using
locking onto a ship with follow me mode and panicking when that fucking drone takes off 4 miles out in the middle of the
But I'm not
ocean.
saying I'm not saying follow me. I'm saying use
Yeah, I know.
spotlight. Spotlight and follow me
know.
are two completely different features.
Dude, I've already tried to talk to Paul into using those features before. He's not having it.
Follow. I understand why you don't want to use follow me. I actually I used follow me when Lori and I were in Alaska, and that's how I got a couple of the really cool shots for the videos. And it was dicey. I mean, it was scary because the drone's chasing me, and I'm going around trees, and the drone's going around trees and stuff. I'm like, oh, I hope it doesn't go into anything because I need this shot, and damn it all, I better do it. So like, yeah, it's dicey, but Spotlight's super cool. Spotlight, like,
So it's a difference. You're saying it's
Chris.
a different skill. Just a different
Spotlight just is like a spotlight. It just
you can fly with spotlight
follows
mode
wherever you
and
move.
be the worst pilot in the world.
Mhm.
And that's what Chuck's saying. If you don't
Wait.
if you don't want to get the skills, if you don't want to practice and get the skill to do it manually,
Oh, let's
It's
go
the
puff our
spotlight.
chests up now and how great we are flying manually. You know what? It's manual. It's a great skill, but when you're trying to get shots that are epic to share with people, let the electronics help you.
This
It's
sounds
a
like
free set of hands.
I race slack cars, and in slack cars, it's
And
two different groups. Okay, one
All right,
group
whatever.
is digital, and one group is analog. And this sounds just like a digital analog.
and Garth, that mini 2 from Costco can do both
Both.
what
Yeah.
Chuck is doing and what Paul's doing. So
Right.
you can make up your own choice. If and
Wait,
when you
Mini
get
2
one.
doesn't have spotlight, does it? I never used Mini 2 with spotlight.
I think it does.
Spotlight it
Mm,
might
it
have
doesn't
because
have
it doesn't require
follow me.
sensors. Yeah, spotlight it should have. It won't have any tracking because
Let me
tracking
ask-
is
Let me
You
ask
can no
Chuck-
no 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 no.
Let me
Hold on.
ask Chuck a
You can
question,
do
okay?
tracking and stuff
If you had
if you use
you had a
Litchi.
novice, okay,
yeah, you got to
novice.
cheat. You got to
What's
well the
that,
cheat.
Garth?
I think the cheat is to use one of the other one of the quick shot
what,
modes.
Garth,
I
what?
wanted to ask Chuck a question. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Might give you the wrong answer.
You have a say you have a novice, okay, and not just a novice, but a younger novice, okay, not an old guy like me, but
It's all
and
relative,
you
man. Age
you
is
were gonna
relative.
you wanted to teach them the
Some
skill,
old people say.
the skill of
Fly.
running a drone, okay.
You guys
Would
are setting
make
me
sure
up.
that they mastered that drone without using any of the digital enhancements?
And that's how we've all learned.
Okay, is that what
You're
would do?
on.
Is
You're
that how
on
you
the
would-
money. Don't
would teach-
rely on automation.
I am
Learn
not
to
saying.
fly.
Thumbs up.
Wait a
No, I
second.
asked Chuck the question. He hasn't answered.
All right, keep going.
Say you
Sorry,
got a-
Garth.
say you have a 16
Steve at the Lee's laughing so hard he fell off
You have a
camera.
16-year-old son, and you're going to teach him how to fly a drone. Okay. Do you teach him the flying skills? That's what you teach him first, right? Before all the the digital wherewithal and all the other crap that's involved in it.
The old time flyers, Garth, they say that if I wanted the drone to fly itself, I would buy a drone that flies itself. If you want to fly the drone, then you fly the drone. I never
Time
hit
out.
return to home.
Time
I
out.
never hit any of that stuff. It's there, but I
Time out.
don't use it.
So it's not what I'm saying, guys. You're still flying the drone. I am when you're making use of say spot, and I'm focusing on spotlight, pun intended. This is the only feature on the drone that I really like to use because I'm flying the drone manually. What spotlight allows me to do is it's giving me another set of hands basically. So I only have two hands. It gives me it's like having four hands.
Well,
Like
Steve, what let's blow Chuck's mind.
I've done all these shots manually.
Here we go.
and
I never fly with the sensors.
Maybe I should use spotlight mode with the wife.
I don't trust the sensors as far as I can
don't
throw
fly
the
with
drone.
sensors.
I don't. I let the sense. There are times when I just throw caution to the wind. I'm like, okay, I'm going to lean on the sensors because I want this shot. If I lose the drone, I'm gambling for the shot, and I've done that. And that's just like when I'm driving a vehicle and the drone's following me and Lori's in the passenger seat with the controller or whatever. I'm like, just here we go.
I just picture you, Chuck, in a Tesla, sitting back like this in the thing and let the Tesla drive you around.
I love driving, but if we get autonomous vehicles, it'll be a hell of a lot safer. If the vehicle that T-boned me in my truck and put me on my roof and tried to kill me a year ago was autonomous, that shit wouldn't have happened.
Yep.
So stop it right there. All right.
Hold on.
I do like driving. I love driving.
I got to agree with Chuck. If once vehicles are all self-driving, I think a lot of shit like accidents and
it'll be
traffic
reduced. I'm not
jams,
saying
all
autonomy
that's gonna
is
be-
perfect, because we all know as drone pilots, the autonomy is
Chuck,
like
do you
sketchy.
have the patience to let the car autonomously drive you around, or would you be yelling at? No, you missed my. Get around that son of a bitch. You know what the hell's going on here?
It depends what I'm doing when the car is autonomous. If I'm like kicking back with a glass of
We've
wine or
known
something,
you too
like,
well,
yeah,
Chuck.
hey James.
Hey guys, I got to back out of here, but I want to stand corrected as I was wrong. It does not have spotlight mode on the Mini 2. I apologize.
Okay.
Look at that.
So take care, everybody. We'll see you later.
Hey,
Later, Steve.
Thanks
Nice
for
to
coming
meet you,
in.
Garth, gentlemen.
And don't forget, right now, I think Laura's starting her channel up right now.
Okay, take care.
Okay.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see, that's Paul.
Yeah.
Canada COVID-19 vaccine border policy.
What's
it's
going to become
really-
optional?
Huh?
Well,
Wow,
it
they're
used
really
to be if
loosening
you
up
wanted
their
to go
hands.
to Canada, you had to prove
Where
your
did-
vaccine, or else you had to quarantine yourself for 9 days or whatever.
Where did Garth go?
Oh, guard must have dropped off.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I'm at a slight disadvantage because my very first drone was a Mavic Pro, and we all know the Mavic Pro is a GPS drone that was quite good. So my first experience flying full-on manual was when it went into ADDI mode above my house one fine evening on my, like, I don't know, 10th flight or something, and that was a shorts check moment. When the drone went with the wind, which was about 20 miles per hour at the altitude it was at, it kind of got my attention. But yeah, I like to fly manual. I mean, I like to control the drone, yaw, pitch, altitude, all that shit. But when I'm getting real estate shots now, absolutely, I use Spotlight in particular. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Well, and one thing I was looking at, the hotel, they had that, like the smart orbit. You can just draw a box around it, it'll do it.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but for the Fly app, like with Mavic 3 and stuff, it kind of goes fast. You have to really slow it down. It's kind of scrappy.
Yeah, I know on the Air 2, it actually had a toggle bar you could adjust the speed.
Yeah, you got to slow it down because like its default setting is like, dude, it's like fast. And it's like, that's not what I was looking for in the shot. And then I have to hit the pause button and try again. But yeah, the orbit thing's kind of
the orbit modes are pretty cool though. Like if you're trying to get like a shot of like a water tower and you want a nice smooth shot.
Yes, and that's
They
really,
work
I
really
mean,
well.
seriously, I mean, it's like, and if you do that, then you can pick which section of the shot you want to use because you're not going to use the whole thing. You're going to use like 5 seconds of it.
Oh
So-
yeah, because if you do a full orbit on even when on full
Oh, it's
speed on the Air
forever.
2, you're talking about at least a 30, 40
Hey, you know,
seconds.
Yeah, nobody's going to sit through that shit. But I mean, you can pick the most epic, like picturesque section of your orbit and use
The
it.
thought just occurred to me, maybe Garth's wife overheard him talking about buying a drone.
Oh, maybe.
Switched
And
him
got
off.
Maybe. But anyway, yeah, his son, it would be best to learn on a drone, just like Tello, really. Fly a Tello, which is completely like manual. There's no help, goes with the wind, and learn on that. And then, then go to like a Mini 2 is a great gimbal drone though.
Yep.
Well, see,
that's what I tell everybody. If you can afford a Mini 2,
It's a
or
great
if
first
you
drone.
want to step up and because the Mini 3 gives you the controller with the screen on it.
And
I like that.
that's not as bright as the smart
No,
controller or
it's
the
not.
RC, but it's
Not.
workable. I've really enjoyed that controller. Paul, in your defense though, the Mini 3, I bought the Mini 3 Pro not because it has sensors on it. It's because it has the bigger camera,
Yep.
and the longer flight time,
Yep.
and
Oh, did you buy the extended life
Interesting.
batteries?
yeah, because I don't have an Air 2S. If I had an Air 2S, I wouldn't have even wasted my time on
Yeah.
Mini 3. Because I mean, that's really they're really chewing each other's market. The Mini 3 Pro and the Air 2S are really close camera wise and stuff.
Yep.
So but if you're gonna fly in Europe, like I will be doing soon again, and then if you're gonna, if you need sub 250, it is the drone to go to. The Air 2S doesn't have that if you use the standard battery in the Air 2 or the Mini 3 Pro. But the Air 2S is still a kick-ass drone. I don't have one, but it's a kick-ass drone.
Well, it's like, the Mini 2 or even the Mini SE. Like I said, either one of those in that price range, you're not going to find a drone that's that good.
No,
because even
you're
the
right.
$400 drones on Amazon are absolute garbage.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. And but DJI is super frustrating. These no-fly zones that some of them aren't even like, they're not even airports anymore. And you go to pop your DJI drone up and it's like, yeah, you can't fly here. It's like, what are you doing to me? That is annoying.
It's just like I see these people doing reviews on, these $200 drones on Amazon, and they're like, oh, this is such a good drone. And then you actually hold one of those drones in your hand and it just feels like a cheap piece of crap. And then they lie about the specs on those drones all the time. They'll say, oh, it's like those Roku 11 drones. They'll say all the time that's a 4K gimbal or a 4K camera with a 3-axis gimbal. And then you order it and you get it and it's a 2-axis gimbal and it's like 1080p or 720p quality. And it's like, where's the 4K at? Where's the 3-axis gimbal?
Well, DJI likes to brag about their flight time, and we all know it's 15 to 20% exaggerated because you can't get that stuff in real life from a lab test. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
But even the Mini SE takes phenomenal video for what it is. It's still 2.7K.
It's fine. I mean, really, and if you're using it for YouTube, like my Mavic 3, can you see the difference on YouTube? Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, you really don't. I've always said you really don't need to go
but you don't
past
need
1080 60 on YouTube, because where are 90% of people watching YouTube? On their phones and tablets, sitting on the shitter watching your video.
Yeah. Well, where it comes through, the clarity might not be there, but I still think that the stuff I got in Alaska with the Mavic 3, the colors come through, the shadows and everything come through, even on a lesser phone or whatever. You still see that stuff, and that's there.
Well, I'm saying like 1080 60 on a cell phone, or
it's going to be fine.
Like
it's going to be fine on a handheld. Yeah.
I mean, even on my, even if I watch it on a 1080 60 on my computer, it still looks really good. I mean,
big advantage to having 4K or higher is you can punch in and post, so you can do a little bit of a fake zoom. Faux zoom. Is that a word?
Because like how Tim watches Matt's videos on his 4K TV. Yeah, I understand it looks really well, but not a lot of people watch YouTube on their TVs. You know what I'm saying? Most people watch YouTube on their phones and tablets.
That's actually true. And I don't know about how your content's going, Justin, but like my content, I'm killing myself for no good reason, because most people are watching on handheld devices. They're not watching on big TVs.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with rendering it up to 4K if you want to, but I mean, do you really need to? Not really, but I mean, it's all what you want to do, right? I mean,
for our first, if we go back to the first drone topic, they have a 2.7K drone. You're going to get really good stuff, and you can use it on YouTube. That's the bottom line. It'll be fine.
Right.
You're not going to be, you're not screwing yourself. But those extra pixels come in handy.
And honestly, he might be able to find a Mini SE for really cheap on eBay
Probably.
or something used.
Yeah, even a Mini 2. You might find a really good deal on a Mini 2.
Yeah. I mean, I just sold my Mini 2 Flymore combo for what I think I sold it for 300.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a smoking deal for somebody to come in.
Well, the problem is though, too, is right when I sold the Mini 2 and the Air 2, fucking DJI dropped all the drones by a couple $100.
Yeah. That's story of my life.
Like I was trying to sell the one drone to a guy. I told him, $800 or $700 for it because I had because it had the 4 batteries, it had a bunch of extra accessories, it had like 4 or 5 brand new sets of props. Like it just had a bunch of extra shit, and the extra battery alone was $115.
Yeah.
And the guy was
Really
like,
helping
"Oh, I
out.
could just go get a brand new Flymore combo for $789 from DJI." And I was like, "Son of a bitch!" So I go on DJI's website real quick. I was like, "Damn it!" I was like, "They fucking dropped the
Oh.
price from 900 down to 780 something."
So down you have to go. But
I got 400 for that.
such is the life of being in the tech, though. You know how it goes.
I ended up selling the Air 2 for $450, I think.
The Air 2. Man, I know so many people that bought the Air 2 late in the game, and then the Air 2S came out like within a month after.
Yeah, but there was nothing wrong with the Air 2. It was still an amazing drone.
The Air 2 is a great drone, but the everybody wanted that 1-inch sensor though.
Right.
And I get why. If you film low light, the 1-inch sensor is awesome.
I just hate when people get the new drones and it's like it's like they lose all respect and just like how much they used to love the older drone. It's like there's a lot of people out there that will get the newest one and they'll be like, "Oh, that old one's a piece of crap."
I wouldn't call my old drones a piece of crap, but I am guilty of adopting the new stuff. I love them. Now that the Mavic 3 sorted, I love it, but I hated it when it came out.
But you could never say the Mavic 2 wasn't good to you.
Mavic 2 Pros served me so well, Justin.
Exactly.
That thing, that's still a badass drone. If and you talk to Matt down in Australia, and he'll tell you, you're like, you don't need a Mavic 3. You can do everything you can do. He'll tell me, Chuck, everything you can do with that Mavic 3, I can do with my Mavic 2 Pro.
Well,
and I can't argue with him. It's mostly true.
Oh, and he's really good at editing too.
Yeah,
like,
but
when it comes to DaVinci, he's got that shit on lock.
Yeah, but the camera on the Mavic 3 is better. But do you really need it for YouTube? And again, not
well,
really.
It's all whether you want to spend that money or not.
I shouldn't have bought the Mavic 3 until June.
Like, this is the way I look at it. If you got the money to spend and afford it, then buy it. But if you're looking if you only have enough money to go out and buy one drone, you don't need to go out and buy the most expensive one. You go and buy yourself a decent mid-grade one, like an Air 2, Air 2S, a Mini 2.
Well, again,
you
the
don't
Air
need to
2S
go out
is
and blow $3,000 on a Mavic 3.
No, and you know what? The other scary thing is when I first got the Mavic 3, I was scared to death to fly it like I flew the Mavic 2 Pro. The Mavic 2 Pro I would take more chances with because the
yeah, but it was tested and
cheaper. Well, I was comfortable with it for one. I'd flown it so much I was comfy with it. And the other thing was it was cheaper. It was, like to replace it wasn't going to cost me as much as the Mavic 3, which is literally twice as much to replace as the Mavic 2 Pro. So, I mean, it could be gutsier.
Well, the Mavic 2 is a well-tested drone, though. Everybody knew what's wrong.
It's buttery smooth. That thing is it's just a great drone.
This is what I said, right? It was like from the Mini 1 to the Mini SE, Mini 2, Air 2, Air 2S. It was like all those drones, the releases were really well on them.
The most annoying thing about Mavic 2 Pro with the Hasselblad camera was barrel distortion. So it was pretty significant. Once you noticed it was like, oh, that's annoying. And you'd have to go in like DaVinci and have to like correct the barrel distortion of the camera.
But it seemed like with the Mavic 3 and the Mini 3 and the new FPV drone, it seems like their quality control has gone down a little bit.
They've lost something. Yeah, I don't know if it's a supplier issue or what it is, but they're struggling.
I mean, like I said, it could be anything, right? It could be new management, it could be new engineers, new
It could be the fact that they can't find parts and then they have to go with a second supplier and things. I don't know, but yeah, something's changed. But that was people were telling me when I was so upset about Mavic 3 when I first got it, they're like, "Oh, Chuck, your drone's bad. Send it back to DJI." And I'm like, I don't think it's bad. I think there's more of them out there like this than you think, and I don't think they're bad. And it turned out that I was actually correct. The drone didn't have problems. It was freaking firmware. But because it's great now. I didn't trade it in or send it to DJI or anything. I just waited it out and it didn't just heal. They fixed the firmware.
Well, like I
It's-
said
it's
though,
great
but it
now.
was like, what was like my original point, you know, from the Mini 1 all the way up to the Air 2S and all the drones in between. It was like they didn't really have any big launch issues, or it was like at that point in time with DJI, it seemed like everything that was coming out was just a hit, right? It worked really well. It did what it was supposed to do. It
Yeah,
kept up
no,
to,
not so much now.
but now it seems like they're making drones with more problems and charging twice as much for them.
I think the launch for, I feel like Mini 3 Pro launch went better than the Mavic 3 launch was atrociously bad. The thing didn't have half the features working. It was a mess right out of the box. DJI got nervous. They felt like they had to release Mavic 3 because of what Autel was doing and everything. They had to get
Well,
it
now the
out. It
launches
wasn't
have
ready.
gotten better as far as the Avata because people ordered it and got it within like a week or two after ordering it, where the Mini 3, they waited months for it.
I literally waited a month, I think, in a week or so to get it because the third party sellers got it later.
Right. Like I think as far as launches goes, they did better with the Avata, but I think the problem with the Avata too is they kind of scammed everybody by forcing them to go out and buy that fucking controller.
The motion controller comes
No, they
with it.
gave
as
the
opposed
motion
to-
controller as the main standard controller for it.
There's a lot of debate on that.
Well, they knew a lot of people didn't want that, and they knew people were going to go buy that other controller, and it was a way to get another couple $100 out of somebody.
Now, in the motion controller's defense, though, that could be, some have said, and I'll say Keith at the K-Spot and I have talked about this in depth, and he believes that DJI missed the mark on marketing the motion controller, because if you put the motion controller